With utility companies constantly raising rates, two Bay Area state lawmakers, they're proposing legislation designed to restrict how that money is spent. The goal here is to make sure that the money you pay them is being spent to benefit customers and not on things like political campaigns and advertising. KRON 4's Dan Kerman is live in the newsroom with details on this. Dan?
Well, Vicki, there are currently laws on the books, but Bay Area lawmakers want to strengthen those guardrails and make sure there are no loopholes so bills don't get higher than they already are. When your utility bill comes each month, what are you paying for? And what should you not be paying for?
We don't want the utility companies, the investor-owned utility companies, to be using ratepayer money to do political advertising, to do lobbying.
Bay Area lawmakers in both the state Senate and the state Assembly are now working on legislation to strengthen state law to do just that.
Last year, PG&E, in their rate-making process with the PUC, tried to get $6 million that they spent on these PR campaigns, on these advertising campaigns. They initially tried to get it to be ratepayers that paid for that.
South Bay State Assemblyman Mark Berman's bill would prevent ratepayer money being spent on political lobbying, public relations, or shareholder travel.
Things that help a company's brand should be paid for by the company. Things that actually help deliver reliable and hopefully affordable electricity and natural gas, those are things that should be paid for by ratepayers.
Similar prohibitions can be found in new legislation from East Bay State Senator Jerry McInerney, but it would also prevent utilities from shutting off power when air quality is unhealthy, and it would require utilities to turn power back on for those who have already been shut off.
The prices are so high now that people are just not able to pay their PG&E bill, and so we don't want those people to be suffering for dramatic health problems because of that.
For its part, Pacific Gas and Electric says it's committed to stabilizing customer bills, but says the proposed legislation would not lead to any notable or immediate bill reductions. They point out current state law already prohibits utilities from using customer funding for political contributions and certain advertising. And if the CPUC determines that any safety communications do not meet the criteria for recovery, shareholders would cover those costs. Now, this is just the first step in the process for both of these bills. If they do get the needed approvals, they'll likely get to the governor's desk sometime in the fall. Live in the newsroom, Dan Kerman, KRON 4 News.